The top 5 most venomous spider in the world. Hi everyone, welcome to 5 Interesting Things, the place where everyone will be entertained with exciting information on Earth. Before we started, if you haven't subscribed yet, you're missing out. Click subscribe button right now. Today, let's explore the world of spiders living all over the Earth. Some spiders are very gentle, but some arachnids are aggressive and contain deadly venom. I'm Carbonara. Let's start looking for the top 5 most venomous spiders in the world. Let's get started. Number 5. Brazilian wandering spiders. Brazilian wandering spiders, also called spiders or banana spiders, belong to the genus Phenutria, which means murderess in Greek. And it's no wonder why. It's one of the most venomous spiders on Earth. Its bite can be deadly to humans, especially children, although antivenin makes death unlikely. There are 8 different types of Brazilian wandering spiders, and as you may have guessed, they are predominantly found in Brazil, with a few species spread out across Latin America. They are about 2 inches long with a leg span of about 6 inches. Brazilian wandering spiders differ from other spiders because they don't lure prey into a web. Instead, they spend most of their day in cool areas. Then at night, they hunt on the floors of the forests. They either wait to ambush their prey or directly attack them, making them some of the most aggressive spiders in the world. However, they are not aggressive towards humans. Actually, none of the spiders on the list are. Most of the time, spiders bite humans because they feel trapped or cornered. That being said, you definitely do not want to frighten a Brazilian wandering spider. After a bite, the person may experience a burning sensation in the bite area, along with goosebumps and sweats. About 30 minutes later, the person's blood pressure may increase or decrease, and their heartbeat may go faster or slow down. Nausea, abdominal cramping, blurred vision, hypothermia, vertigo, and excessive sweating are also symptoms of a bite from a Brazilian wandering spider. Another unusual side effect is that in males, it can cause a painful erection that could last several hours. Needless to say, when a Brazilian wandering spider was found in a bag of bananas purchased by a family in Leicester, England, the tabloids had a field day writing horror stories about the terrifying venomous spider that causes erections. In most cases, the good news is that the Brazilian wandering spider doesn't secrete enough venom in a bite to cause severe damage. A study from 2008 found that from all bites, only 2.6% needed antivenom. However, it is still important to seek medical attention after a bite, because 10 recorded deaths have been attributed to the spider. Number 4. The black widow spider. One of the most notorious spiders is the black widow spider. They are found in temperate, dark, and dry regions throughout much of the world, including the United States, South America, Africa, Southern Europe, Asia, and Australia. The females are the most distinctive of the species for several reasons. The first is that they are about twice the size of males, about 1.5 inches long. They have an hourglass-shaped body that is shiny. Also, on the underside of the right abdomen, there is a distinctive red hourglass marking. They get their unique name because, after mating, the female eats the male. Most of the time, people who black widow spiders bite don't suffer any serious symptoms. However, according to National Geographic, their venom is 15 times stronger than a rattlesnake, so if they bite and inject many venoms, the person could be in a lot of trouble. At first, the person will feel a sharp pain in the area of the bite, like a pinprick. The bite area will redden and swell. Then, as early as 15 minutes after the bite, the pain will spread throughout the body, especially in the chest and abdomen. The muscles in those areas will start to cramp because of severe spasms. This may lead to difficulty breathing because the diaphragm can become paralyzed. Black widow spiders are rarely deadly to healthy adults. there is less than a 1% chance of a bite being fatal, but they can be dangerous to children, the elderly, and sick people. Number 3. The brown widow spider. Number 3 is the brown widow spider. As you've probably already guessed by its name, the brown widow spider is a close relative of the black widow spider. The brown widow spider is different in color, ranging from gray to dark brown, whereas black widows are brown to black. They also have an hourglass marking on their abdomen. They are about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long, and are usually found in tropical areas. However, since 2003, their population has been exploding in Southern California. They hide in places that don't see much human traffic or undisturbed areas like piles of brush or wood. The venom of the brown widow spider is actually more toxic than the black widow spider, but luckily the brown widow doesn't inject as much venom, and they are much shyer and less aggressive than black widows, so there is less of a chance of being bitten by one. However, when they do bite, they hurt. One man, who was bitten in the neck, said that the pain was so bad after 10 minutes that it felt like he was hit with a sledgehammer. The symptoms start with redness and swelling. This is followed by cramps and spasms that can last for several hours. Luckily, there are no recorded deaths from brown widow spiders. Number 2. The Sydney funnel web spider. There are 43 different kinds of funnel web spiders, and they are all found in Australia. The funnel web spiders get their names because of the distinctive style in which they build their webs. They find wet ground and then build a horizontal web with a funnel in the center of it that often leads into the ground or some other type of shelter. The spider waits in the funnel until prey lands on it, and then springs out and drags the prey down. What sets the funnel web spider apart from other spiders that build horizontal webs is that it uses irregular strings of the web to set up tripwires near the entrance of the web. This gives the spider an advanced warning that prey is nearby. One of the most dangerous of the funnel web spiders is the Sydney funnel web spider, specifically the males. They are generally found within a 62-mile radius of Sydney and are medium-sized. Usually, the largest is 0.4 to 2 inches long. However, one at the Australian Reptile Park, which is used to milk venom for antivenom, is called Big Boy, and is a whopping 4 inches long. What makes Big Boy so terrifying is that the bigger the spider, the more venom they produce, and Sydney funnel web spider venom is some of the most dangerous in the world. In fact, if it were to bite you in your chest, it could kill you in 15 minutes. However, most of the time, people are bitten on their limbs. The male's venom contains a polypeptide called robustoxin, which affects the nervous system of humans and primates, but doesn't really affect other mammals. When you first get bit, it will be extremely painful because the Sydney funnel web spider has long fangs, and the venom has a high pH level. After the bite, the person may start drooling because they have numbness around the mouth and excess saliva. They may also have a copious amount of tears. Soon they will have problems breathing and may lose consciousness. The good news is that there is an antivenom, which was developed in 1981, and no one has died since its discovery. Before that, it was responsible for 13 recorded deaths. Number 1. SixEyed sand spider. The champion of the most venomous spiders in the world is the SixEyed sand spider. The SixEyed sand spider is a relative of the recluse spider, and it is only found in the deserts of southern Africa. They are medium-sized spiders. They are about 0.3 inches to about 0.6 inches long, and they are covered in little hairs called setae. These hairs pick up particles of sand, and it makes a camouflage for them. In addition to protecting themselves in the sand, the SixEyed sand spider also hides by burying itself in the sand. When its prey gets too close, the spider ambushes it. No one is exactly sure what happens when a SixEyed sand spider bites someone. There are only 2 suspected cases of envenomation, but they couldn't be confirmed. However, studies in labs have shown that venom is quite dangerous because of a toxin called cytotoxin. Once it enters the body, it starts to destroy tissue and organs. So it ends up acting like sulfuric acid and eats away at the flesh, creating a lesion. Shortly after being bitten, hemorrhaging will start, and the toxin spreads to the kidneys and liver, leading to death. Currently, there is no antivenom. Fortunately, six-eyed sand spiders are notoriously shy. Perhaps we should keep our distance from them unless you want to become evidence of what damage a bite could do to humans. That's it. Here are the most venomous spiders in the world. Please stay away from it as much as possible to protect your life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to 5 Interesting Things, and leave a comment on what you want us to do next. We will be back soon. Goodbye. Hoorah!